What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman. Now, one thing fans pointed out during WandaVision and was also evident during Falcon and the Winter Soldier were the rewrites, not just because of the delays due to COVID, but in the case of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, with an original production LLC of Pandemic Productions, there needed to be some rewrite to the Flag Smashers storyline, maybe nowhere as evident as the finale in the first 10 minutes when there were some obvious edits to however their storyline should have concluded. However, we're finding out after the finale's release from a trusted industry insider that there were some more deleted scenes with one Florence Pugh from the upcoming Black Widow film and none other than Steve Rogers' Old Man Cap. We're going to break down exactly where this is coming from, what they said, and then speculate a little bit as to why these cameos didn't make it into the 6-part series for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers. We just announced the 800K winner a couple of weeks ago, as well as Disney+ subscriptions every Friday while the shows are live. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So the original report is coming within the last 24 hours, basically as soon as the finale aired, from trusted industry insider Daniel RBK, as re-reported by a ton of sources, that originally Florence Pugh had shot a cameo for Yelena Belova and Chris Evans had shot a cameo for Old Man Cap in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but both of those cameos ended up being cut before the end of the series. And for the record, that's not unlike WandaVision, which also had production cameos cut, hint hint, maybe even that Benedict Cumberbatch Doctor Strange cameo, which Charlie Murphy, industry insider, stood by the entire time and then just never happened. This was not only due to the COVID sort of rescheduling and the setbacks and delays, them needing to wrap up these shows rather quickly, but also getting back on set, having these actors come in, the logistics of it all, it probably just made it easier. Now, in the case of Florence Pugh and Old Man Cap, there's probably some additional reasons why those cameos didn't go down. With Florence Pugh, well, we haven't been introduced to her character yet the way we should have sequentially been if Black Widow had come out when it was supposed to before Falcon and the Winter Soldier's release. That may have led to them saying, hey, this might be too confusing. Of course, a lot of Marvel fans are going to know who that is, but we won't have gotten the backstory we're supposed to get in Black Widow. And also, a lot of people are guessing that her final scene was somewhere or something to do with the raft, Zemo, John Walker, Val, and Thunderbolt Ross, obviously the beginning of the Thunderbolts. Now, in the case of Old Man Cap, there are probably a couple of reasons this didn't make it as well. That's most likely the fact that, well, Old Man Cap, Steve Rogers, the same thing I've said about Tony Stark and Spider-Man, you need them to be gone the way that Falcon said he was in Episode 5, in order for characters like Falcon and Spider-Man to grow into those roles. If the shadow is still there, they're not allowed to grow. Falcon doesn't say that he's dead. He says specifically, Rogers is gone. And that language is meant to be ambiguous on purpose so that they don't come out and say that he's dead, just that he's gone from the narrative. He's gone from the mantle. He's not a part of this story anymore. I need to take up being Captain America. If they had brought Old Man Steve Rogers back, I don't think there's a single fan who would have been upset about that. In fact, a lot of us sort of anticipated he would be there, and I also wondered from the beginning of the series, unless Steve Rogers has passed away, why Sam doesn't just pick up the phone and talk to him about it, why he's talking to everybody else. And maybe he does off screen, but the main point is that in order for Falcon to be able to take up this mantle, the same way that we wanted to see Tom Holland's Peter Parker grow in Far From Home, you've got to remove these characters. Now, normally the case when they come to cutting production cameos of this kind, it's because it doesn't add anything to the story, because it's not important. And that with Yelena Belova might have been the case, but in the case of Steve Rogers, his character is super important to the iconic image of Captain America and to Sam Wilson's Falcon. They were best friends in the Infinity Saga. So while the absence of an Old Man Cap cameo may have been a bit of a letdown to fans and or a question mark as to why he wasn't there unless he's actually passed away in the MCU, this probably won't be the last opportunity they have for him to cameo again, and according to reports we've gotten within the last 24 hours, we know 2 places he may show up. The first of which, as we officially reported yesterday in an exclusive breaking from The Hollywood Reporter, that Captain America 4 has officially been greenlit by Marvel Studios for pre-production, with the showrunner, Malcolm Spellman from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show, co-writing the script. No director has been attached yet. That could be an excellent place for Old Man Cap to show up. The second of which was an original report in an exclusive from Deadline earlier this year, published on January 14th, 2021, where they reported that Chris Evans and Marvel Studios were actually close in finalizing negotiations for him to return to the MCU, but had no other project details. There have been so many rumors about what that project may be, and no, it's not just him getting the voice role for the upcoming What If series. Now, this report may have been indicative of this cameo for the Falcon in the Winter Soldier, but the way it was reported in sort of finalizing a deal and a return to the MCU made it sound like something much more substantial, which is a great time to point out the rumors that he could return as younger Cap, the Steve Rogers that we know, in sort of a preset movie or prequel alongside Wolverine. Now, I know that sounds like a super long shot. However, that's what the rumor has been. So when this report broke back in January, while it may have been for this cameo, it could be for something else. So there's plenty of opportunities for Steve Rogers' character to come back, but that also makes me scratch my head why they left it ambiguous about whether he had passed away or not. Sam's language, if you go back and listen to it in episode 5, sounds pretty definitive. He says he's gone more than once, and the way that he says it in the past tense about his opinion not mattering anymore really sounds like he may be dead. However, there are other opportunities in this multiverse, with a recent quote coming from John Watts talking to Alfred Molina about coming back as Dr. Octopus. In this universe, no one really ever dies. And we know in the upcoming Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, there are plenty ways to get this character back. We saw Gamora die during Infinity War. She was back in Avengers Endgame. We saw Nebula kill herself. Shoot, we've seen Loki die on screen I don't know how many times. He's about to star in his own series. There is plenty of opportunity to have an Old Man Cap cameo, so just because we didn't get one in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier doesn't mean it's an impossibility for the future of the MCU. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below, how hype you'd be for Old Man Cap, if you want to see a flashback of younger Cap with alongside Wolverine and that sort of film, or if you want them to leave his story right where it is because they did such a good job with it. I am all ears as always, and quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 900,000 subscribers, as well as Disney Plus subscriptions every Friday while the shows are live. I apologize about yesterday's video. My editor forgot to include the winner's name on the announcement. Seth Owens, you're the winner of this week's subscription to Disney Plus. I went ahead and subscribed to you on YouTube. DM me on Instagram or email me on the About section of my channel. You'll see my business email there. We'll go ahead and verify your account and get the subscription right out to you guys. And it's that simple. If you want to be entered to win any of the future prizes at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit that subscribe button, then leave a comment down below. Because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of the videos, the same way we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content here at the channel is to hit the notification bell with notifications turned on. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me over on Instagram and Twitter at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, and all other platforms with original music under the name All Fires. Thanks for checking out the channel, guys, and stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.